所以呢，我要负责。这个看我
你不但要知道你拥有什么样的优点，你也必须要懂得如何去把它发挥出来，你也必须要去挖掘你自己本身拥有什么样的弱点，想尽办法把你的弱点转换成优点。
Change is the most constant thing in life. Without change, there is no growth. And without growth, you begin to die. 没有其他办法能够帮助你达到更大的目标，实现更大的理想。唯一的办法就是你必须要改变你自己本身。
你要破很多你自己本身的记录，要创造很多奇迹，很多原因都来自于你有没有好好安排计划你的人生。那么当你建立自我的时候，你想要更大的组织，那就是你必须要追求无我。
必须要有那种强烈的欲望，你才可以帮助你达到更大的目标。你必须要做一个决定，你必须要这样的纪律把它来完成。守纪律是成功一个非常重要的，尤其在直销这个行业。我们都一致的认同大事要发生，当它发生的时候，你还在这里停顿，你还在这里原地踏步，你没有任何改变，你没有进步，你就是在后退。 所以你必须要给自己本身这样的一个机会，再往前再跨多一步。如果你已经累积了一些不好的习惯，给自己这样的一个机会，再往前跨一步，成为更好的你。
人生每个拥有不会是理所当然，人生每次机会可能是最后一次。只要心有勇气，就能从挫折中学习，取得胜利；只要心有志气，就能征服一切难题，赢得主导；只要心有梦想，就能点亮所有希望，突破重围。我们一起并肩前行，我们代表我们的区域，我们代表我们的团队，我们在汹涌巨浪中继续并肩作战。现在是如此，以后也是如此，因为我们都是 Riway 人。
Good evening, everyone. How are you today? You know, perhaps a lot of you are thinking, why on earth is a Team Supreme Pegasus 2 with one ring can become a conductor today? Isn't that correct? Now, above everything else, before I will to begin this wonderful part of the event today, please give yourself a big hand for coming here today. I see some familiar faces. I also see a lot of new faces. I'm also aware that somebody logged in from Bangkok. Maurice, are you still in Bangkok? Yes, you're in Bangkok. Welcome, welcome.
I'm
Maurice.
here in Bangkok.
Oh, wow. Well done. Thank you very much for coming in. Is there anyone from another country? Can you please chat in our chat room where you're from? You know, it has been quite some time since I last conducted a mini LTS. All right. I think I would believe the last time that I did so was during the NDO in Manila and also Davao City. That was back in February 2020, prior to the lockdown. All right. Now, are you all excited? If you're excited, can you please type 1? Wow, we have California. My goodness. Great, great. I also see some people that I have worked very closely with in Manila, like Team Elite Power Karen, Team Elite Power Effie Galang, and also Dorance. How are you, Dorance? And how is my cute little darling? Okay, so now, you know, whenever I think of this topic, winning in Riway, this is not something that is new for those who are already in Riway International. In fact, the first version of the Winning in Riway for Leaders Training Seminar was actually held back in 2014. And ever since then, we have already done Winning in Riway Part 2, We have done In Riway, Winning In Riway Part 3, and more recently, we have done it also on FB Live because of the pandemic. So you can relate as to why this topic is so very, very important. Important. And it has right now become a classic. It has become a classic, and it has been used as a standard for a lot of other leaders training seminar that was conducted by Riway International. Now, for us, the team that is working very closely with me in this Zoom, this is actually the second time, the second edition that we are conducting the Winning in Riway on Zoom 2. Now, just to recap the 6 P's that we have, last week, we have done the first part of the 6P, and we have covered 2 topics. The first one was actually product, which was wonderfully covered by our Team Elite Power, Miss Marilyn Solis. I sure really have to give her a big hand for doing a wonderful job out of it. And of course, the second topic was plan, or marketing plan, as you called it. Now, of all the 6 topics, if you ask me, one of the most difficult topic to deliver is actually the plan, because you need to magnify the pros and cons of what Riway has to offer as against what the other networking companies has to offer in the world market. And you really have to put your thumbs up and give a hand to our Team Elite Power, Theodore Tong, for doing a wonderful job out there as well. Now, today is pretty exciting because of the 6P, that is product and plan, that we have already covered. Today, we will be talking about platform, that is to let you understand more about the company, and also of the topic number 4, the 4th P, which is procedure, which is actually the system of the company. 2 very, very important and precise period. And I have to be very, very selective of the speakers that will be delivering today. All right. And I've been working with these 2 leaders for quite some time. We know each other pretty well. And I know that given their background and their experience, they would be able to give you more in-depth knowledge about the company and about the system today. Now, continually, you have heard me saying that when you join Riway International, maybe for those who are quite new to Riway International, I continually said when you join Riway International with only 20,880 pesos or 135,000 pesos for a diamond therapy, you inherit a complete business package from Riway International. And this is precisely, the 6P is precisely the complete package that we are talking about. All right. But of course, at this time, at this point in time, as compared to back in 2014, Riway International envisioned that one day it would become a name sake in the world. But as of today, we know very well that Riway is on its way to achieving world number 1 in a matter of time. All because of the long-term establishment, the long-term trainings that we do. So that is why when you come into Riway International, you will find that you have joined a completely different networking company. Number 1, we do not require you to go through product trainings. Number 2, we do not tell you how much money that you can make, because you cannot imagine the kind of money that you can make in Riway. All right. And the most important thing right now we will be talking about as we dwell on the 2 very important topics is the potential global business that we will be going into should we are able to comprehend this 6P properly. speak properly. And for that reason, I have, apart from me, there's only one other conductor that will be conducting the winning in Riway Zoom II. And if you have attended last week, you would have seen that the first conductor was actually Team Elite Pegasus, Miss Romeline Latonio. So you really have to give her a big hand for that as well. All right. 10 minutes before we started this event today, I was a bit worried because there was less than 50 of us. But as it is, as I was talking right now, we already have more than 160, and the numbers are still growing. That would mean that more and more people are getting to know more about Riway. They start to understand the edge that Riway International has to provide. And I am pretty sure by the end of this evening that you have a good grip of what Riway has to offer if you can blend yourself into the culture of Riway International. So now I would not be your speaker today, all right? I am your conductor today, mainly is because Riway operates in a very, very different manner, all right? Now, although my ranking is a very, very high ranking in Riway International, especially in Riway Philippines, because I'm number 2 in Philippines right now. But in many ways, I am just as human as all of you. All right, I have one nose only. I only got 2 ears. All right. I got 4 eyes. If some of you have 2, all right. I know that generally has 4, but she refused to wear her spectacles, so she has only 2 right now. All right, joke lang. Okay, and of course, I have a mouth. All right, and I have all the same organs that you have. All right, I have the same organs that you have. The only difference is that I get to know Riway earlier than all of you. All right. Meaning to say, the journey that I went through, if you can go through the same journey that I go through, you can one day achieve what I have achieved, or even achieve more than I have achieved. All right. Why do I say so? I'm already 57 years young. All right. Some of you are only 27 years young. Some of you are only 22 years young. All right. And some of you are in your early 30s. So what you have that I don't have is the privilege of time. All right. So I would appreciate that today, if you can take some time to absorb every single delivery of these 2 wonderful speakers, that I would believe that you will also do amazingly well in Riway International, given the platform. Now, I am pretty sure that a good majority of you who come in today are actually from Philippines, all right, or you're related to Riway Philippines, all right. And it is pretty amazing that although we are already 5 years old, if you ask me today, have we started? We have not even started yet. We have not even started. And for that reason, all the more, if all of you, if the 173 of you can master the 6P today, it would be a matter of time. Riway Philippines would be number 1 in Riway International. So you really have to give yourself thumbs up and a hand clap. Why? Because you came in despite your very, very busy schedule. All right. So I am here today as your conductor to solely let you know that I'm here to work together with you all. There is no difference in levels when it comes to you and I, because we are all human beings. We are here and we regard ourselves as Riway people. Riway people. All right. Now, the first speaker that we have today, right? I still recall the first time that I met her 4 years ago. 4 years ago. And I'm pretty sure that I met her in Manila office. All right. She came over to me mainly because most of you know me more than I know all of you, because there's so many faces that I need to recognize. And she introduced herself. And from my first conversation with her, I can relate to her that she really is going for a better version of herself from day one. All right. There was a period of time that she met with a lot of financial difficulties, and because she is based in Zamboanga City, all right, I can relate to the fact that because that area we do not have an office, we do not have a leader that understand the culture of Riway. We do not have a leader who thoroughly understand the platform of Riway, and because of that, she took it upon herself, all right, to learn every single thing that is available. And for that reason, every time when there is a training, no matter how big, no matter how small, I really like the way that she put herself, because she has never stopped learning from there. All right, she has never stopped learning. And despite all these kind of difficulties, today she has achieved a very commendable ranking in Riway International. All right, she is leading a big team in Zamboanga City. She is bringing the team closer to all of us, bringing all the leaders together as much as she could in order to impart the Riway culture in every single leader and distributor in Zamboanga City that wants to relate, that wants to do well in Riway. All right, I also understand from her that her business has already expanded out of Zamboanga City. It has gone to a place called Ipil. I do not know where it is. All right, some of the supply has gone to Zulu. All right, a place that you and I do not intend to go. All right, and it has also expanded to Cebu City, Manila, and also to some extent to other countries in the world. All right, and I really commend her for her learning effort, and also her humility when it comes to learning. So without further ado, and she will be covering the topic platform, a very, very important topic that for those who want to do well in Riway International. And without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together and please welcome Elite 3-star Miss Freezy Lagan.
Wow. Welcome and a pleasant good evening, everyone. Now, you know what? That was a nerve-breaking introduction from someone that I know whose standard is very high. And you know, the longer he's actually talking, the more I feel, you know, I really want to end this already. But you know what? That is how I actually am learning from this man that I admire and that I really appreciate. Thank you very much. Let's all give a round of applause to our conductor, very humble to do this tonight. Our Team Supreme, Pegasus 2 with 1 ring, Mr. Raymond Tong. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, tonight, well, this is the second leg of our topic, and I'm so glad that last year I had this opportunity to be part of this Winning in Riway 2, Zoom 2. Okay, we call that Zoom 2. We did this last year, and I had a different topic. You know, it's good because we are learning, okay, from all these 6 P's that is actually assigned to us. And you know what? The topic that I will be sharing to you is platform. And as I was trying to really come to know more about the company, I felt as if I was just starting. You know what? It's so refreshing for us to really look at who Riway is and how blessed we are that we are all here tonight. I would like to welcome, of course, our amazing leaders from all over the globe. I believe we have someone from the United States. We have from other countries other than the Philippines. Of course, our amazing leaders here in the Philippines, our team elites. I think I cannot mention everyone. Wow, we have here our star leaders. We have about 186, my goodness, audience inside this room, could you please give yourself a round of applause once again? Thank you for joining us tonight. Okay, so my assigned topic, yes, it's about platform. And, when I hear the word platform the very first time, because before I even come to know Riway, after my ABS-CBN job before, I got into employed. I was employed in an international level as a virtual assistant. So I'm one of those first who started VA work here in the Philippines. There is no BPO company yet at that time when I started. And so I've heard about the word platform, and what I know is that this is applied for an online, online, that's why they say online platform. But actually, tonight, we will be looking closely. This platform that we will talking about closely about our company, because definitely that is what we will be learning tonight. I just hope that I will do justice really to this topic. And I know that the standard is very high, and I just hope that you'll be able to learn something from me tonight. So looking back at last week's discussion, we discussed about product, we discussed about plan, and we cannot but agree. If, by the way, I believe that we have first timers also here. We would like to acknowledge you. If this is your first time to be here, could you please just type number 5. I would like to use number 5 this time. Okay, number 5, so that we will know if this is your first time. At least I can adjust. I would know that, there are people who are new, and I can a bit adjust to what I am. Yeah, we have so many people here first time. Welcome to everyone. Welcome to everyone. Okay. So as I've said that this is very critical that we talk about the product and the plan last week. As I've said, there is no doubt that we have the best product. We have the best compensation plan in this industry of what we call network marketing. And so if this is your first time, maybe I would like to say straightforwardly that this company, Riway International, is actually a direct selling company. We're into network marketing. And I will tell you why our company chose to, to move forward with this kind of industry. And really hats off to our very own CEO, Mr. Lim Boon Hong. Even if he's not here, could you please give him a round of applause? Because without him, all of us, we will not be here tonight, isn't it? Could you please give our CEO and founder, Mr. Lim Boon Hong, a round of applause? Now, as I speak here this evening, of course, the first thing that I would, I think I need to, let me continue. Okay, so allow me to, this is my topic for tonight. Just hold on, I hope that you can see my screen. I want to make sure that you can hear me and that you can see my screen. Could you please do a thumbs up? Just a thumbs up so that I know that everyone can see it. Okay, at least I was able to see some. Okay, thank you very much. I hope that everyone could see it. Now, this is what my topic is all about, platform. And you know how important platform is, because platform has to do with the success of every company. Okay, without platform, I don't know how a company could move forward and say that we are succeeding in whatever we do. That's why this is really, really a very important topic. Okay, so let me just talk about the company. Okay, Riway. Okay, Riway stands for the word right way. Our CEO and founder, Mr. Lim Boon Hong, from the very beginning, he established Riway. This is already in response to what he sees in the market, the growing demand of a company into direct selling that will do it righteously. Now, I was really blown away when I heard about the definition really of, what does Riway stand for? Most of the time, people would ask us, if you are from Riway, this is the first question we encounter that they will ask. What is Riway? What does that stand for, right way? I just hope that we have that confidence to tell them, why is it that Riway stands for right way? From the very beginning, maybe for some of you who do not know yet our CEO, okay? we know that he has already a background in network marketing or direct selling for, for longest time since 1999. And I was so like when I was like studying this, when I was looking at this, I was like, saying that I'm I'm really blessed to give my time here. I'm really blessed that, I am with a leader who really thinks even before I even joined Riway, that it is not just him who will really, benefit, but he wants that everyone who will be joining Riway will also benefit from this. And so, as I've said, okay, the company would like to focus equally on both, not only the product. So there's no doubt already that the product is good. And then, of course, that the financial aspect is also good. So those are the important things that you see. Now, the name Riway, which stands for right way or righteous way, actually wishes to build an enterprise that is, honest. So if you will be talking to someone, I think it's rarely right now that, a company would build their foundation in this kind of virtue. That is what really this right way means. I hope from the heart, when you speak to them, when you try to introduce our company, you can say with all your heart and with confidence that you're safe with us, because this is the name of our company, Riway. Okay, this is what we want. That will be a company that is honest, that is righteous in our dealings. Now, not many companies, even I should say, big companies already, corporate companies, who's really righteous. In fact, there are businesses out there. You have a way to choose the kind of business. But I really do not know if you ever thought that you want to have, or you want to get involved in a company that is righteous. How important that is. How important righteousness is in doing this business. Of course, because you will not turn to the right and left, but you want to fix on doing what is right. Now, our CEO wants to look at, it should be not only fair to him, but it's more so it should be fair to the distributors, to the partners that will be coming in. Okay, not only that, I'd like that this right way, or this righteous way, okay, this Riway name stands also for having an environment of positivity. So those are the things that, so that by having this kind already at the onset of starting this business, our CEO wanted that the people who will be coming in Riway, they will experience completeness. They will be happier, and they will have a prosperous life. That is actually what he wanted. And so let me move forward to how they actually started, how this company really started. Now, they choose that this company will be a Singapore-based company. How's that important? Now, looking at this country, Singapore, I think if you're from Asia, this is one country that we are looking up when it comes to standards. Well, personally, if you ask me, the first time I heard about this country, I said, well, nothing about this company that will do, in terms of business, in terms how they manage even their country, that is corrupt. We are, like, if you're from the Philippines, we hear this all the time, okay? That our government and, everything that is happening up, down is really not right. But they choose Singapore-based company for several reasons. Okay, number one, they choose Singapore because this will give us really a wonderful strength. That when you're a Singaporean company, you are a trustworthy company. Would you agree? For those people who actually know about Singapore, if you've been there, the first time I was there, I was told that when you go around, okay, when you go around and see Singapore, make sure that you will not throw anything, because you will be given a fine. Okay, imagine that you will just throw, you cannot even throw bubble gum anywhere. Unlike in the Philippines, some Filipinos will do that. So like, even those smallest, the cleanest city, correct, okay, that they have no debt, that's true. In fact, they have the biggest reserve when it comes to their finances. They're very ready. And as I've said, there is no corruption. If there's any that you could see, it's the lowest in all the world. I'm not just talking about Asia. So like being based here in Singapore, even if you, for some of you may not know, that we really started very humbly. Okay, we do not have really that so huge office when we started. Very humble beginning. Okay, but it's okay. What the more important thing is not really that we just want to show off people that we have really big big edifice, big building, and yet what is inside is really not right. Okay. Now, the other thing is that, one thing about Singapore is very safe to live. Okay. We have a lot of OFWs, Filipino workers, and they will tell you how disciplined people are in Singapore. Now, what this has to do with our operations. Now, when Riway started already to go the different countries, of course, what we really want to look at here is that, you have that reputation that you're a Singapore-based company. Well, they will not think twice, isn't it? They will not think twice because looking at that you're a Singaporean company. So that will be our strength when we want to expand, okay, internationally. Now, our Team Supreme Pegasus 2 with One Wing, Mr. Raymond Tong was saying, a while back that, how important this is for our global expansion. Now you know how to really, tee up this company. Now you know how to tell people why is it, why we're Singapore based, and because that is the way we want our business to really grow. So there is no in the event that we are already going global, I believe that countries will just accept a Singapore-based company. Would you agree with me? Okay. If you agree with me, could you please say yes there? Okay. So there is no longer question. There was a time that we were talking about shipping products from the Philippines to other countries like United States. And there was I have no idea that we can just do it here in the Philippines, but someone told me, I think this is what he said. I think it is better that your product will come from Singapore, because when it's shipped to other country, they will really not scrutinize, because we have this experience that when it is actually coming, let's for example, from the Philippines, they will always ask it, especially if you will ship that internationally. Okay, so you know how it is going to be accessible for you, that you have, if you want to go global, that you have a company like Riway who has already that reputation. Okay, so we're so blessed. Now, the other thing that I want you to look at, how the company started. I can't really believe that any company could start from zero. Any company, when I say any company, I'm speaking about in the perspective that now I'm looking at Riway 13 years from now. But because I joined Riway in 2017, I think that moment they were like 8 years or 9 years, okay, 9 years still in the market. And I can't really believe, I haven't heard about 6Ps yet during the time when I started. And I said, how could Riway become who Riway is today, when in fact Riway started from zero? Now, is this really very important to all of us? Now, for our CEO, Mr. Lumbun Hong, this is really something, because this is really very humbling. Imagine that you've started from zero. He has the expertise because he's already into direct selling company. He has been managing, different companies that is into direct selling before Riway, before he actually established his own company. Then he knows what it is. To start from zero, how do you think was he able to really scatter all this right now here in the Philippines? Actually, he's really very good. He has really that talent. Okay, he was just like telling the idea to a group of medical practitioners and telling them, okay, this is the kind of product that I wanted. And then he was able to convince them. I really do not know if you were able to really come face to face, or hear Mr. Lim Boon Hong in a training. Let me know if there's anyone from the group here that was able to attend face-to-face training outside the country. You know what? He has really a different, should I say, it's really his aura. It's his intention all the time. He always believed that, his conviction, it's different when you talk to someone whose conviction is right. And you know that when someone wanted just to get you in because he wanted, he just wanted to take advantage of you. I think he has that conviction that even if he doesn't have the money, okay, for him to put up a business, it doesn't really take about someone to really have the, if you're very much expert on this, although he's already expert in the field of direct selling, he doesn't really look into if, he is capable of starting this. What is important is his intention. That is how he was able to come up with, or these partners, okay, this practitioner, medical practitioner was able to come up with 38 sample bottles. Just try to imagine that. And you know what he did? He went out and shared this, and share this really 38 bottles and start to talk to people about it. And look at Riway right now. From zero, right now, Riway has actually grown, and we've seen in the presentation of the product, we became right now #1 in the whole world when it comes to distribution. Can we give our company Riway International a round of applause? Okay. Ayan. Okay, I would like to really do that because I cannot really believe how he was able to do that, and right now was able to create a lot of leaders. Okay, now let me move to the next one. Okay, the objective and the networking criteria. Okay, well, from the very start, okay, from the very start, when the objective really of our CEO when he started this company is that he wanted, okay, he really wanted that this company that he will put up will not only benefit him, okay, because he said that he has been looking at other network marketing companies, okay, that there is something really wrong sometimes when he sees that only the owners are really happy. Imagine that. From the very onset of this, he wanted that it is not only him that will be gaining or will be happy about what this company will give to the people, to his partners later on, to his distributors, but he wanted that everybody to be happy. Now imagine giving your partners or distributors 65 to 75%. What is left for the company? What is left for the company is only like 25%. And really try to think about it. Just try to think about it with that 25% for those people who have been in Riway for a long time. I've seen the standard of Riway. I've seen that when Riway is conducting or organizing an event, Riway is spending millions and millions of pesos just to put up, events. Like we have all these leadership training seminars, all this recognition nights. I mean, he's spending, even with that kind of, with only that kind of percentage the company is actually getting. Everything is actually for, imagine 75% is going to the partners of Riway International. Now, I had this experience. Let me just share with you, because way back, maybe 15 years ago, I already had experience getting involved in a network marketing company. Okay. And I saw that I think the highest that they can give you is about 30%. Okay, 30%. And when I had this time of training with Mr. Lim Boon Hong, he was even talking about planning to be a member of Direct Selling Association. If any one of you were there during that meeting, that was actually our last face-to-face training with him. It is the Train the Trainers. He mentioned that eventually he decided that we will not, okay, we will not take advantage, or we will not be a member of direct selling association, because every network marketing company would like, every network marketing company are actually encouraged to only, I think it's not just encouraged, but there is really a policy, okay, in the organization that they will only give 30%. That's it. 75% should be for the company, because according to them, the company should be, at least sustainable. And that's most of the time. And when people start to feel, if you will be, let's say, if you will be in a company that is only giving you 30%, somehow you will work more. I'm not saying that we will not be working more here, because of course our plan will only pay the productive individuals, isn't it? But what is the difference here is that, the company, even our very own CEO, would like that we will benefit more. And I think that is the reason why I saw the difference. I was with another network marketing before. I was able to reach a certain rank, but because I wasn't able to really meet the standard, okay, I have to have maintenance every month, and I actually plunge. And even my rank plunge, and even, my whole organization break away from me. Imagine you've worked so hard for that organization, you've grown that organization, you put your effort, and then eventually they will just say, okay, you just have to start from the very beginning. Wow, that's crazy. And I believe that is really not, should I say, people's, friendly. Okay, it's not people friendly. But here in Riway, you ask all the team elites here, especially those who are already in their ranks, they know what I'm trying to talk about. And I think we're just so blessed tonight that we are, in this company, Riway International. Next is the goals of Riway from the very beginning, okay, is to hit, not to be top 5, but from the very beginning, even we started, very clear. Riway wants to be world number 1. Riway wants to be world number 1. Now, how many of you would think that if the company wants to be world number 1, don't you think the people under their organization will also be number 1? If you agree with me, could you please do a thumbs up? When I say number 1, not only in terms of income, number 1 even in terms of the way they are actually doing business professionally. Number 1 in terms of, how they carry themselves, how they do business, because they are representing a company called Riway, which is right way. Every time people will look at you, they will just say, oh, these are Riway people. I was listening to Mr. Song a while back. We need to already consider ourselves that we are Riway people. And this is really the kind of standard that we have to live on as Riway people. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to show you, at least for some people who are first time here, I'm so proud to introduce to you who our CEO and founder, Mr.
20多年前，一位年轻人在机缘巧合下接触了直销，他发现直销是一个非常伟大的行业。在加入直销业之后，他担任过直销高阶领导人、管理层和讲师。过程中遇到了许多与他理念不同的公司。他了解，如果要真正拥有自己的理念，发挥直销的精神，就必须要有属于自己的公司。为此，他萌生了一个决定，而这个决定更是改变了全球千千万万个生命的轨迹。他从新加坡开始，并选择在马来西亚槟城大山脚作为公司的第一站。那个时候什么都没有，一切只能从零开始。但他始终笃信，透过直销，人人都可实现精彩人生。直销是他的信仰，所以他日复一日，坚持在一间茶室里分享产品，给予每一个人平等的机会，因为他相信， 机会是留给勇于尝试的人。当时，他在大山脚选择了一座陈旧大楼作为马来西亚的驻点。他凡事亲力亲为，任何事都不假于他人之手。简陋的办公室或许缺乏了一股说服力，但这却是他捍卫梦想、用心经营的证明。因为感恩，他用珍惜去回应大家的托付，用实力推翻外界质疑的声音。2017年，在马来西亚开始有了位于雪兰莪州沙亚南的总部大楼，并在短短几年内，在全马各个城市开设了16家分行，让伙伴们有了更好的资源借力，以更自信的姿态去面向市场，并将公司文化传递全球，而这也只不过是开始而已。他不怕扛起千万人的期待，始终踏着坚定的步伐，展示自己拼到底的决心。因为他知道，唯有责任与信任不可辜负。而这股信念吸引了许多志同道合的人才，与他共筑梦想。这位造就无数成功传奇的人物，就是 Riway 国际的创办人兼执行总监林文峰先生。
我们有一个好文化，这个文化是一个很有价值的文化。这个文化形成一个很好的环境，这个环境可以改变一个人，变成一个更对的人，变成一个更充实的人，变成一个更完整的人。
身为 Riway 人的我们，无疑是幸福的，而作为 Riway 人的这份使命，也将一直被延续下去。
Well, I think we really have an amazing. Can we give that video a really round of applause? You know what? That video was not. That video really was not played just for you to be able to see a video. It was actually replayed so that this will also humble us. This will also tell us that if our CEO started it very humbly that way, you know, for him to really drive, I've read somewhere that when he started, for him to deliver 2 sets of purity, he has to drive about 700 kilometers. I really do not know how far that is. And then another 500 kilometers for him to be able to reach another people. We've seen the hard work of our CEO, and look at all of these here. Isn't that amazing? This is not a company that I believe will easily just give up, because it is rooted in something really, really, it is founded in something really very strong. That's why, let me share my screen to you. Okay. To win in Riway, our CEO from the very beginning already see that we need to be that big tree with a bigger umbrella. And of course, that tree did not just, grow that way. You know how that tree was started from a seed of faith. That even if this company started with nothing, just an idea, a very good idea, but our CEO, the one who is actually there from the very beginning, was just doing the right thing. Okay, he planted that until it grew. Because along the way, you will not just be like Mr. Lim Boon Hong, you will not just be one person. He started actually with 4 elderly. In fact, his first leadership training seminar was only 4 audience, 4 elderly audience. Who would believe a company with, at that moment, no results yet, that much results, okay? There is no successful leaders as we have right now, okay? There is not much, should I say, if you want to partner with a company at that time, okay, would you partner with Riway International? But you know what? These 4 people just trusted. These 4 people just believed that because they just build that relationship and believe the leadership of Mr. Lim Boon Hong, then you can be just like this. All of them right now, they're Pegasuses. Okay, so that was a very good decision for them to make at that very moment. Okay, so I'd like to share with you another
From the
video.
very beginning, we have been set to conquer the world and duplicate exponentially. Since 2008, Riway International has nurtured the soil where our dreams and principles lie. We always believe that if no action has been done, then no results can be reaped. When we do something we really want, we nurture it carefully, plan conscientiously, and put so much effort to achieve it. Only from there can we see the result. Through our determination, full commitment, and 100% trust in our company, we have seeded these values to many people, empowered them to realize their dreams and grow their own trees. From then on, we grew vastly and became an unyielding tree with a powerful foundation. And as a result, we have successfully cultivated our deep roots around the Asian and European regions. Our deep roots that are naturally connected and intertwined, holding us together, enabling us to grow further and prosper in this business. Our journey to flourish has not been easy. Regardless, Riway Philippines shall always follow the footsteps of Riway International. We will continue to work towards emerging victorious because we have yet to begin. The harder it gets, the sweeter the fruits we will sow.
Wow. Are you excited to move forward with Riway? I am just so excited to move forward with where this company is going. Ladies and gentlemen, another important thing is that we're talking about platform here, is that when you start in Riway, okay, when you start your business, when you partner with Riway, Riway is the one taking all the risk. I mean, they're not asking you to rent a building or rent a space for you to be able to start your business. In fact, it is Riway who's putting all those because they have a standard, all the businesses, all the offices that we have. In fact, they are providing operations. They're providing all the back end. They're providing, we have business development to help us in our business. They're the ones really taking risks. What risk have you even taken when you started? When you bought the product, did you take the product? Of course, we all benefited from the product. There's really no risk if you say. Secondly, everything was provided. They have the answers because there's already a ready platform. Okay, so it's not easy for you to get started, even if you want to start this in a new country. Okay, there's already, you know already what answers to give. Should there be any person who would like to ask you, it's already provided for you. Just come and attend all the meetings. That's it. Okay, and of course, yeah, with all the events that we have, okay, this will increase our motivation. This will increase our motivation. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that we still have last speaker. I just want to end by quoting our very own Vice President for Business Development, Dato Kenny Wong. I'd like to quote what he said. Not all effort you put would pay off. I would like to repeat that. Not all the effort you put, it would pay off. Only the right platform would allow you to flourish. Don't forget that. Only the right platform will allow you to flourish. And only the right leadership would let you lead an extraordinary life. And there is no one else but Riway International. Please help me give this company a round of applause. A pleasant evening. Again, this is Fritzy Laigan, your Illustrious Star. God bless you. Thank you very much. I would like to turn this over to our conductor, Sir Raymond.
Wow. If there's one word I need to say about her presentation today, is wow. So, ladies and gentlemen, please give Fritzy Lagan a big hand for a wonderful sharing today. The question is, was she that good from day one? Was she that good from day one? Certainly not, isn't it? And that is one of the powerful thing about the platform of Riway International. Now, for those of you who are new to Riway International, we do not engage any outsiders or any outsider speakers to be in any of our training seminars. We do not. We have not even tried even once. Because the company truly believe that all the presentation should come from the leaders who go through thick and thin in Riway International. And for that reasons, their story, their journey become a compelling story to be shared among all of us. What Fritzy has shown today is that if she can do it, you can do it too. You can do it too. You know, Riway International is very, very different. And I would believe what I can summarize from her sharing today is that in Riway International, we are not here to teach you how to sell a product, but we are here to help you build a network under your umbrella. All right. And that is precisely the main point that we need to emphasize today, because at the essence of networking, like what Fritzy has shared just now, is that the origin of networking is supposed to be a people business. It's not about selling. It's not selling below the belt. It's not selling at a lower price or anything of the sort. Because if you have built a network, in essence, like what Fritzy has shown just now, by having a big tree where you are able to provide shelter, being an umbrella to the people below you, your people will not be moved or be affected simply because online they are selling 7+7, 7+3, 7+5, and all these kind of things. All right. You know, sometimes I was just chatting with one of my top leaders last night. I said, when you're affected, it's not because they are strong, it's because you're weak. But if you have that umbrella, how weak can you be? Isn't that correct? And this is the wonderful part about the company. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, for us as leaders, we have learned to accept that there will be always price issues in the market. But at the same time, Riway International is showing that, look, we are not affected. We are not affected. All right. Look, if your tree is big enough, your group will not be affected. Look, if you're selling a product, you always have to face price problem. But if you're selling a service, if you're selling health, you're selling a business, then it will never be an issue. Why? Because if there's any risk to take, Riway will take it off. If you need answers, we can provide all the answers. All right. If you need motivation, we have enough videos to motivate any one of you. And that is precisely the kind of company that you are engaged in when you join Riway International. I still remember more than 7 years ago when I embarked on this journey in Riway International as a product user, together with Teresa, my wife, mainly because my health was at stake at the time. In my mind, if the product is so amazing, surely there would be an amazingly big market for it. All right. Yes, we may lose 1 or 2 sales, but we have the whole market to look at. Yes, we may be affected once in a while, but it is all about a betterment of ourselves, because Riway is here to assist us all the way. And for that reason, once again, I need to put my hand together and thank Elite 3-star Fritzi Lagan for a wonderful delivery today. Please give her a big hand. You know, the learning process, the training programs, and the meetings that we have is part and parcel of why you will become a better version of yourself. You will become a person of better value along the way. All right. Now let's move on. Now, the next topic is a very, very interesting topic, because it focuses on, just now we focus on the company. Right now we focus on the company system. All right. And the speaker that was given this task, I personally met her back in 2017. Now, truly at that period of time, because I started, as some of you already know, that I started with a taxi driver by the name of Rex Bugalau, who today is a Team Supreme Pegasus One Ring. All right. And when Rex Bugalau started to earn money, I strongly encourage him to bring his leaders to Manila, because at the point in time in Davao City, there was no office. All right. And I wanted the team to have a first-hand impression of the ambience, the atmosphere of attending a meeting and getting involved in a meeting in Manila. Because during the time, we have another up and coming leader at the time by the name of Jedali Monte. All right. And every single meeting, the meeting room was packed with people. Possibly 80% do not know what is happening in the office, but they were just, wow, why so many people, you know, and these kind of things. So in the first time, during the first time when Rex Bugalau brought his team, he only brought 6 on his own expense. And in the second round, when he brought 46. Believe me, 46. All expenses paid, air ticket, everything was paid by Rex Bugalau. All right. And during the time, he brought along somebody who, to me, I just learned this word. I just learned this word from a very close downline of mine. Please do not reveal yourself. She looks like a Tia. You know what's Tia? Tia, T-I-Y-A, or they call it Tita. You know Tita? Tita, Tito, Tita. All right. So this Tita was walking very fast, up and down, very inquisitive, asking a lot of questions, having a lot of doubts, blah, 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 you know, and then her blouse does not suit the skirt that she wears, you know, and she looks jaded, and, you know, but she was excited. All right. And that started her journey in Riway. And for the record, when she started, she did not even know that she was already encoded with a silver account. All right. So the upline was talking to me. She said she has this friend whom she believed can do well in Riway International. And because she received, at the time was 19,260 pesos for a silver account. And she just put it under her name. So she was not given a choice, so she started with a silver account. But then again, she was also in a lot of financial difficulty at the period of time. I was made to understand there was a period of time when she brought the two sons to Jollibee. She couldn't even afford to give them a complete meal. She only could order enough a la carte, good for two, while she was actually going hungry actually. All right, but such were the difficulties that she went through. But again, because of this amazing platform that was designed by Riway International, she was able to slowly work her way up. All right. Did she meet with a lot of issues, with a lot of problems along the way? Yes, indeed. If you name it, I would possibly say that a good majority of you would not have gone through, would not be willing to go through what she has gone through to be what she is today. All right. And of course, during this period of time, she has never turned down an opportunity to visit every single activity that was provided by Riway International. And for that reason, she grew together with the company. She basically could see the growth in Mindanao because she's from Davao City. All right. And she has worked closely with Rex Pugalao. Okay, and one of the great mentors of Riway Philippines. All right, and today she has continually hit rank to be a leader of a very, very big team in Mindanao and also the Visayas. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I think it is only proper that she would be given the responsibility to deliver this very, very important topic, and that is procedure. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together and please welcome Team Elite Phoenix, Raquel Jorolan.
I walk the fire with you.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, I'm so speechless with that introduction. Indeed, you are putting more pressures on my shoulders, Sir Raymond. No? Well, have you ever been to primary or secondary school, and every time you see a terror principal, you just wanted to melt and disappear? That's exactly what I felt right now. I just wanted to disappear. Woo! And but good thing about Riway, is that you will not be rated whether you are a good speaker or not. And success is not based on your or on our educational background. And the more you immerse yourself into Riway's culture, and the more you say yes to go on stage and talk, you become, or you grow more and more, and you become better. So that's why our dear mentor who've given me this opportunity to share tonight, no other than our Team Supreme Pegasus 2 with 1 ring, Raymond Tong. This man is truly awesome. He is not just a father of Riway Philippines, but also a real father each of us could wish for. Yes, he is a strict one, a strict father that thinks only nothing but for our good. And you know what? When his children are lost its ways, nako, he will start doing the roll call, check attendance agad yan, and always reminds you. And when he finds you, he always reminds you why you have started in the first place. He always go down to the uttermost part of your being. And in return, he will put you in a banner and will make you speak of things not just for others, but for yourself first. So I'm speaking not for you today only, but I'm also speaking to myself. And that is the art of Raymond winning you back to Riway platform. So let's give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I hope my internet will cooperate me tonight. And so before I forget anything else, I would like to greet everyone pleasant good evening. And once again, my name is Raquel. And to all the Pegasus, I don't know how many Pegasuses we have here tonight, but I can see Miss Romelyn and Ms. Ted Sombrio earlier today. Welcome to the Zoom room. And also, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of all the elites and the star achievers, and of course, our guests for tonight. Thank you very much for sharing your time with us tonight. Speaking of winning, our topic is speaking of, winning in Riway. Speaking of winning, now we on the third topic of winning in Riway. And tonight, our first speaker talk about the platform. About the platform. And that's the fourth topic we have for today. Last week, Dr. Solis talked about product. And I will not, of course, elaborate more about it because she really did a good job. And if you miss it, if you miss that topic, you can go back to the person who invited you and discuss about it. Okay, and we also have plan, which was delivered by our team, Elite Pavo, Theodore Tong, and hopefully it started to sink into our system by now. And tonight I will be sharing about procedure, about company's procedure, the system. All right, so we have 3 simple procedures, and that is number 1, simple and effective tools. Number 2, simple duplication system, and simple effective meetings. Now first, let me ask you, do you like difficult? Or do you like being complicated? Of course not. No one wants to be complicated and difficult. We only wanted to have it simple. And that is why our CEO, Mr. Libonhong, make it all simple for us. Tama po ba? So number 1, simple and effective tools. Example, our OPP material, which has 16 pages of it has 16 pages. That's a very simple one. If you look at it, very simple, yes. But did you know that because of that material, the OPP material, that has been used for 13 years, it created a lot of millionaires in this company. So if this simple material created millionaires and successful people, no need to redesign it, right? Tama po ba? No need to redesign it or make your own presentation because you have the capacity to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, there are a lot of us who knows computer graphics, designs, and effects. But look, does your teammates has the ability to do it? For most of us, no. I'm not even techie. I don't even know how to make banners. So why not just follow a standard of Riway? Everything is ready. You know what? Before the pandemic, during LRN, we used to carry that 1 kilo magazine. No, every time we go back home, we need to add what do you call that? Luggage, no? Because every time we go home, we have this big box of trophy, and we have this really heavy magazine to carry back to us to where we are. And so right now, we don't have to do that. It is just a click away from our phone, from our gadgets. And that is a very simple one. If you're using Android, go to Play Store. Just click Riway Magazine and you can find it there. No need to carry. You can open it, read it anytime, anywhere. And that is a very simple and effective tool. So you can use that to share Riway International. All right. So no need to revise it. All right. So next is simple duplication system. Now, Sis, can I share screen? All right. Okay. Now, everything is set as what I've said earlier. After you do the OPT, and if the person decides to sign up, we have a form. We have a distributor's application form. You have to include them right in front of the client in the system, and tomorrow you get your commission. You know what? I was with several networking companies for the past 25 years, and please don't ask my age. Okay? And we have to work hard, as in hard, not smart. We have a wide array of products to promote, and we have to work full months from day 1 to day 30. And we get our commissions after 15 to 20 days. But in Riway, very simple. You work today, and you get your payout tomorrow. Isn't it amazing? But wait, there's more. You are in the Philippines, tama? We are in the Philippines. For those who are from the Philippines, okay, you are not receiving a Philippine money, but you are receiving a Singaporean dollar. So you don't need to go abroad. Okay, that's how amazing the system is. All right. So, and if you keep on advocating or sharing, you will get a free product. And that is why I wanted to share my screen. Please allow me to share this. Please, disclaimer lang po, don't get me wrong. I just wanted to share this because I want everybody to understand the beauty of the system. So, hold on ha. Paano ba ako mag-share screen? All right. Can everyone see my screen? Okay. Now, this is my dashboard. I know I am just a little of every, anybody there in the audience, no? Pero I just wanted for beginners, no? For some, I'd like us to understand this. That when you keep on sharing our product, our company, our platform, you will get a free product. Okay, so let me just go to my wallet and go to the product wallet. Okay, then I just submit it. Okay, this is just my one account. This is my master account. Okay, now you're always saying, we are always seeing in the online, in Facebook, in the social media, that there are a lot of people selling below the belt, selling, slashing prices, and all this complaints, and all this we can see. I even encountered that the price is really unbelievable. But you know what? There's still that price. But when I look at my product wallet, and this wallet, I've never into this before. But when I realized, I understand this product wallet, my goodness, I was really amazed. Look at that. Sorry, yeah, that. I have 11,500 product wallet. And you know what? How much is that? If you have the calculator, please go to your phones right now. I challenge you, go to your phone, go to your calculator, and multiply 11,500 times 37. You will be amazed that that is my free product. Now, you will be complaining about 7 plus 7, 7 plus 10, 7 plus 8, whatever plus there. My goodness, I am taking my product for free. This is just for a single account. I have so many accounts, meaning to say every account I have to open, I have my product wallet and I have my free product. Right? Tama po ba? Well, wait, there's more. In the system, aside from you getting your commissions the next day, this is the real daily payout, ano? You go to wallet and you see Prestige wallet. All right. So I don't know if this works. Okay. Now this Prestige wallet is for those who are hitting Diamond 3-star, like Ma'am Fritzi Ligan. She is hitting Diamond 1-star. Now, every time you hit a Diamond 1-star, you get a 1 point for every account. And this will accumulate to your account. I'm sorry, 3-star. Thank you, sir. 3-star. And so every 2 points that you accumulated, you get 1 set for encoding. The product wallet, you can encode it, meaning to say you have the capacity to earn multiple times. And ladies and gentlemen, look closely. How much do I have? I have 24. Actually, I have 26, but I used it before when I didn't know what's the use of this. So 24. You divide 24 into 2. That's 12. Do you have still the calculator? 24 divided by 12, that is 24 divided by 2, that's 12. 12 times 135,000. How much ba? 1 point something. And that doesn't stop there, because that will also earn another one and will earn another Prestige points. So I'm just showing that to you, that for you to really build, no, you have to build your team, you have to build your group, because in the later part, if you keep on building your team, you will really get the free product plus the earnings that you have. All right? So, saan na ba ako? Wait lang ha. Okay, so that's how the system works. All right, so I think 7 plus 7 is nothing compared to the free product, right? All right, so simple and effective meetings. Where can you find a company where the CEO is the MC? Where can you find a company that the trainer himself is the CEO? Is it because the company cannot afford to hire a speaker? Of course not. 2 meetings, whether it is a small or big, professional or not, it can be done. Did you know how Aprex convinced me to join to the trip to Manila, as what Mr. Raymond Tong earlier mentioned? I hope you can still hear me, because it says my internet connection is unstable. He told me not to join. He just want me to go with him in Manila to observe and think, and observe and listen. And if you think this is for you, and if you think this platform is for you, you can freely join. If not, we are still friends. That's how he convinced me to go with him to Manila. Yes, it was all free, the hotel and the what they call it, the airfare. And as I was listening to the speakers on a Thursday leader sharing, that was our team, Elite Pegasus now, ha? Noon hindi pa kakastart pa lang. But now they are the team Elite Pegasus already, Ma'am Lindy and Ma'am Jeda, no? They are already Pegasus. And there's one more, I forget the name. But when they were on stage and keep sharing on their experiences in Riway, in their 3 months, in their 6 months time, I said to myself, if this platform changes tremendously in their life, So I am, and that was my turning point. A simple leader sharing on Thursday afternoon turns my broken pieces into a blissful life. Ladies and gentlemen, that's clappable. Let's give that a round of applause to In Riway International.
Cannot clap, Raquel, because
Then I started to attend the LTS. Do you understand what an LTS means? That's a leaders training seminar. I still can remember my first LTS in Marriott Hotel in Manila. It was attended by 2005, amazing, and it's all for free. The people were queuing, you know, and people were jump packed in that room because originally the company invites only for 1,500, but amazingly there was a lot of people who came in, so there was 2,005 roughly attended in that first LTS in the Philippines, and I was one of those who attended that. So though we haven't understand anything at that time, you know, we can only understand okay and yeah, and Riway. But you know, the environment and the excitement is super contagious. And I admit I missed it. Do you? Namimiss yun na po ba? I'm sure you do. And this next LTS, no? And this one, and here comes the recognition night. Do we have the slide? Yeah, please. Thank you. Now the recognition. The feeling is different. Can we have the LRN slides, please? Here comes the recognition night. The feeling is different. If you are happy to be awarded in your school with the medal and the ribbons, interview, in Riway it's different. Every effort is being recognized in Riway. Not just in Riway Philippines, but in Riway International, because we usually go abroad attending this LRN. And the last time that I can still remember, it's still fresh, when I was preparing this, you know, Winning in Riway, I can still imagine that I attended one of the biggest LRN was in Singapore, that was attended by over 75,000 people. No, grabe yon. And, you know, you get to be awarded in a tens of thousands of people in a very huge stage with pin and trophy. Then there is this top leaders meeting. In every TLM, or we call that top leaders meeting, the company has a requirement. Sometimes from the group teams, and the King Supreme a week ago. And my goodness, the meeting was so amazing. And you must be there. Alam mo ba yun? So much learning, ladies and gentlemen, that I hope I can be heard again. So much learning, ladies and gentlemen, that you cannot even feel hungry. Did you know that we've started to log in at 9:30 a.m. and the event will start at 10 o'clock? Did you know that we were there for almost 4 hours? Almost 4 hours with open camera and the complete uniform, but none of us left because we were hungry. We are hungry for success. And we have our upcoming top leaders meeting again. And you must qualify yourself because you will be, what's the word? You cannot you know, now I cannot say the word. No, you will have a lot of learnings on that session, and I cannot share it to you this time. But please qualify yourself for you to be able to attend to this top leaders meeting, which I believe that is 2 months from now. Okay, and I believe that will be announced later. Okay, so and when this usually when this top leaders meeting happens, we usually travel together. So of course, namimiss na naman namin to. And every time there's an LTS, an LRN, or the leaders training seminar, or the leaders recognition night, I've noticed that the higher the rank is, the nearer you for you to become in the stage, for you to be in stage, and the first one to be served in food, and no need for you to queue. So I've decided I need to rank up to team elites. Because usually when you are Diamond 1 star, Diamond 2 star, Diamond 3 star, you have to queue. You have to queue for your food. And if you are Diamond 3 star, you are seated nearby the stage. And when you are Diamond 1 star, you'll be seated, at the back. And if you have no star, you'll be seated at the back of the back of the back. Now, I've decided myself, why are these people seated in front? And why are these people being served first in their food? So they said, you must be a team elite. And so I decided myself, I want to be a team elite. And so when I become a team elite, the first time I become a team elite, Pavo, my goodness, the feeling is different. You know why? Because you will just be guided to the special room, and you will just be seated, and you will just be served with your food. And that is how you are like a feeling of a queen and a king in that room. And so these are the perks of being a team elite. So I'd like to encourage everyone, if you want to be treated like a queen and a king, go for a team elite. All right? And so when this we also have this Pegasus night. All right, Pegasus night, which team elite Pegasus yet, and I don't know how it felt to be there yet, but I am excited. I am excited to attend in one of the Pegasus nights. Imagine Mr. Lee Bonhong just invited the team elite Pegasus for a dinner, and you know where? Not in Dusit Hotel, not in Marriott Hotel, but in Europe. And also also one time they have this Japan, they have this US, they have this China, these are the perks of being a team elite Pegasus. And that is why a lot of people wanted to become a Pegasus. Aren't you excited that all these trips and all these perks are free, all paid, all expense paid ito? So I'm excited even when our Team Supreme Pegasus 2 with One Ring announces that we will have a TLM in Davao Dusit Hotel. I was so excited because I miss the feeling of being with the winners, being with the positive people, being with the, this elite. And so because of these restrictions, we have to move it, but it didn't stop there because he conducted it via Zoom. And the feeling is also very awesome. All right, so I know we have missed all these trips, and there was even one time that I have be with the group, be with the team with a chartered flight. And this is just one of the perks of being with Riway. We had a chartered flight, and when we arrive in the place, we have these buses waiting for us. And then we have so much food. We are not even finished for the first food, and just another one being served. So these are just perks of being in the top of Riway International. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you. All throughout this event, you will learn a lot of things. Your perspective will be widened. Next slide, please. And through these events, a lot of people have rewritten their story. This are the essence, you'll be able to understand. You'll be able to learn on how these people written their story. I myself have written my story. And I'd like to share this 5 ladder of success. In this part of learning, not just learning by your own story, not just learning from on your own experience, but also learning from other people who have rewritten their story. You know what? The first story that I have in Riway was that I just took the product because our team supervisor with One Ring just told me, when I asked him how to do it, what's the marketing plan, he just told me, just take a photo and take the product and take a photo again. So I just follow that. So by just taking the product, I was able to build my story. I built my story and I have learned also a lot of story from these people around me. But wait, we do not just learn the stories because we also execute. We execute. Why? How? Because we also share their story. Like for example, the life of Ma'am Fritzi Laigan. I know her story, so I can borrow strength from that. Okay? So first, if I may review, I just took the product. I just took the product and build my story, and then I execute how to. I shared my story, and from sharing my story, I now start to learn the business. From learning the business on how to do it, that's why I've shared to you earlier my dashboard, because I want us to understand that this is how simple Riway system is. And by doing that, we can duplicate ourselves. How do we duplicate ourselves? By just wanted to build their story and who wanted to share the story and who wanted to learn the business and then duplicate. That's just 5 ladder of success. And I hope I was able to share tonight. We will not just keep on learning. We also need to execute for us to grow. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, success is fully dependent on OPP. That is why maybe for some of you, because this is really the, because we are fully dependent on OPP. Okay, that is why we have the Thursday OPP at 3 p.m. from RDG. No? So this is our bloodline. So we really have to master the 16 pages of that OPP material. Our success has something to do with our daily activities. Remember that. And if you want to be successful in Riway, even when you close your eyes, you know what is the next slide. And even in your dream, you do OPP. That's what I first did. Even in my dream, I was doing OPP. All right? Gentlemen, thank you very much. Thank you. Situation right now. You can stop sharing the slide, please. Thank you. If you're into a current situation now, where you start to doubt yourself, stop. I repeat, if you are in a current situation now, where you started to doubt yourself, stop and think. Look at your family. Look at your family, your children, your parents, and ask yourself, do they deserve this kind of life? Or do they deserve better than that? The answer, of course, is yours. You, a single parent, but I did not make that as an excuse. Remember that you have the power to rewrite your story. Because your current situation is not your final destination. If you make a choice tonight to rewrite the story of your life. I am Raquel Horolan. I was once broke, but through Riway's platform, I experienced breakthrough after breakthrough. I hope I was able to share something to you tonight. Daghang salamat po and stay safe, everyone.
I walk the fire with you. I walk the fire. I walk the fire with you. I walk the fire.
Nothing makes me happier to see through the passage of time that the leaders that has worked together with me has indeed become a better version of themselves. And despite the challenges of the internet, I would believe that a majority of you was able to fully grasp the essence of Team Elite Phoenix, Raquel Horolan sharing with us. So please give her a big hand for doing that. Do you hear hand clap? I seem to be hearing hand clap, but I don't seem to be hearing hand clap. But anyway, I believe Team Elite Pegasus, Jada Lee Monte is with us tonight. When she started, she asked me this question, Coach, how do I win in Riway? And I pointed her to the meeting room. I said, if there's 100 people inside there, you make sure that 70 to 80% of the room is your people. If there are 200 people there, you make sure 150 to 160 people is your people. And indeed, 4 years down the road, she possibly has the biggest team in the whole of Luzon. So really have to give her a big hand for holding on to the platform, to the procedures that was given as a guideline for them. Similarly, it was the same for Raquel. It was the same for Rex Bugalao. It was the same for so many other team elites that has made it through thick and thin together with us working as one team. Not because we are better than anybody else. It's because we are given FOC, we are given a free, complete package of Riway International, where all we simply have to do is adopt it, use it, apply it, and continually remind ourselves that this is possibly the best way for us to become a better version of ourselves. And tonight we hear two amazing topics, that is the platform and the procedure. All right, well delivered by two wonderful speakers. And I would believe that a good majority of you right now have a better comprehension about what Riway is all about what the system is all about. We are not here to do hanky-panky. When you go into the internet, when you start to search Riway International, more often than not, you see negative things about Riway International. But in the Chinese, I'm a Chinese, and the Chinese says like this: if the tree is not big enough, it will not be able to allow the wind to blow it. You understand what I mean? Meaning to say, if your company is not big enough, if your networking is not big enough, you will not be the talk of the town. You will not be the talk of the people. And that is precisely what Riway is all about. Over the last 13 years, we have met so many challenges. We have met so many problems, issues. But did that stop Riway from growing? It did not. Which today brings us to this point. Some of us are leaders in Riway International today. We need to really, truly take a look, the truth about our team. Why do I need to say so? Because If we truly understand the 6 P's of Riway International, all right, the group will not be deterred by just 7 plus 7, 7 plus 5, 7 plus 3. All right, the group will not be swayed just because somebody is giving more promo. All right, why? The truth about the team is, example, if your team only buy because there's a promo, that is the truth of your team. If the group will only move if you move, that is also the truth of your team. We are in the business of duplication, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the business of networking. We are in the business of people. All right. Some of the people may not need to like you, but they need to respect you. Correct me if I'm wrong. And that is the essence of networking. We are not here to make you all happy. We are not here to please everyone, but we are here to let you all know that through Riway International, you will definitely grow and achieve an all-rounded success in your life. We have seen countless stories unfolding in front of us many, many times. And how did they start? They start with the basis of OPP. You know, sometimes I find it pretty amazing that some leaders choose the shortcut. They choose the marketing plan to become the essence of their sharing. Okay, and then they expect themselves to be successful in Riway. It does not work. It does not work. You ask Jedalin Monte, you ask Effie Galang, you ask Romalyn, you ask Raquel, you ask all the top leaders that is in this room tonight. They always ask me what is the marketing plan. I never even bother to explain, because to me there's no such thing as a good marketing plan. The best marketing plan is your action today. The best marketing plan is whatever that you learn on every single Monday. Do you already set a goal in mind, what you intend to do? All right, and that is the most important part. So, ladies and gentlemen, our every Monday will not stop, and we continually have activities. We have an all-rounded activities as well. All right, we are not only product training. We don't only do product training. All right. In fact, we don't even have product training. Have you ever attended any product trainings before? We don't. We don't even have a product training, but we do have amazing activities to allow you to leverage, to bring your people into the Zoom, to bring your people, to let them take a look what is Riway all about. Now, let us take a look at some of our activities that will be taking place this week and the following week. All right, let's have the first one. Now, every Wednesday, we will have leaders sharing under the umbrella of RDG, that is Riway Diamond Galaxy, possibly one of the biggest group in Riway International. And this sharing, okay, this sharing will come from all people that is under the umbrella of Diamond Galaxy. All right, meaning to say the people in this room tonight falls under the umbrella of Riway Diamond Galaxy, and all of you are allowed to log into this Zoom meeting on Wednesday 8 p.m. All right, we have some amazing speakers. We have a Team Elite Power Epic Hero. All right, coincidentally the daughter is in this room right now. All right, the daughter become a Diamond 1 star without she knowing it. The daughter has never even worked for anybody else ever since she graduated from university. And today Epic Hero is already building teams in Butuan, Tagum City, and many other places apart from Laguna, apart from General Santos, and many other areas. And Teresita Cruz came in mainly because she benefited from the product. She has been OFW for 37 years. All right, and despite her seniority, she has still not stopped sharing. All right, and next we have the most basis of our meeting. It would be a very amazing Thursday, because we are here to show that Riway business can be done by one whole family, and this whole family belongs to yours truly. That is my family. All right, so we have we you know, our sharing doesn't only limit us in Philippines. We also have sharing from Malaysia. And you take a look at the backdrop, which I hope I will be able to bring some of you on a visit to Sabah very soon. And that is the highest mountain in the whole of Southeast Asia. That is Mount Kinabalu. All right, Mount Kinabalu. Rome, you want to come? Jed, I know Jeda wants to come, but she would prefer the sea because she wants to go diving. All right. So the person helming the closing would be Teresa, my wife. All right. Team Elite Phoenix, Teresa Liu. All right. She is basically all of us are under her umbrella today. All right. Okay. And of course, the up and coming third session, which is the last two topics, that is winning in Riway Zoom II, that is potential and people. All right, would be handled by the conductor would be Romaline Latonio, our team Elite Pegasus. All right, and then Teresa Liu would be speaking on people, and Jet Butrago, the one of the up and coming leaders in our team, getting married on September 3. And he was texting me this afternoon, Coach, I have a big problem. I'm ranking up and I'm getting married. Which one should I do first? I said, you do two together. All right. And of course, I will be doing a conclusion of the whole winning in Riway topic 2. But that does not stop. That does not stop. And right after next Monday, just to let you all peep into the following week. All right, the following week. All right. Right after August. Right after August. All right. This August 26th, I think we will start in September. All right. We will have 4 Pegasus sharing. 4 Pegasus sharing, and you would be amazed with the topics. All right. We will talk about the effectiveness of meetings. We will talk about market fundamental rules. We will also talk about system, the engine of an enterprise, and we will be talking about the truth of a team. All right. So it would be handled by Team Elite Pegasus and above. All right. So our stopping will not stop. Our stopping will not stop. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know that it's already running late. I thank you for your time, for staying with us. And despite the long hours today, there's still 170 over people with us who has gone through a lot of learnings today. Like I said, do not just have input. It is time for you to output on your team. All right, it's time for you to output on your team. You have uplines, you have downlines. Go to your upline for assistance. Go to your downline to show your care. And we can grow together in Riway International. So thank you very much for your time. And thank you very much for your presence. This is where we sign off and say good evening. Thank you very much and bye-bye.